Hey, welcome back to the Pursuit of Value podcast. Today, we will be talking about the difference between a lifestyle business and a growth business. This is important to know because as a business owner, how you view your business will determine how you manage it, and it will determine if you're able to grow it or not. This may be the first time you've been introduced to these terms, but by the end of the video, you should have a good idea how they can affect your business and then able to assess where you stand. First, we will define the terms and explain what they are. Second, we will talk about why this is important. Third, we will discuss how to execute or to change from a lifestyle mindset to a growth mindset. As always, we want this information to add value and give you insight into ways to grow your business. It should also give you increased confidence to manage your business, improve skill and motivation to make better decisions, and the ability to adapt and make good changes. Before we get into the main topics, I want to take a minute to mention our sponsor. Are you aware that over 70% of all projects fail to meet the desired outcome? And for every $1 billion invested in projects, organizations waste on average $97 million due to poor project performance. Most projects can be complex and unpredictable, which leads to frustration and anxiety. But that's where Boost USA comes in. They are project management consultants with a proven methodology designed to simplify your projects, optimize your processes, and streamline your organization. Every organization has internal projects that need expert guidance, whether it's developing new products, achieving new certifications, or just implementing new systems. Boost USA's step-by-step plan transforms the chaotic into the manageable, so you and your team can focus on what you do best. Check out Boost USA and let them boost your projects. The link is in the description below. Thanks to Boost USA for sponsoring this video. All right, let's jump into the main content. As a business owner, have you ever found yourself comparing your business to a similar business or to a competitor's business that is larger? This business from the outside just seems bigger, better, and more professional. Growing up, this is one of the first things that came to my attention. Why was my dad's business one size and then a direct competitor much larger? Or what gave some companies the confidence to go after large jobs, but for others it was too much or too intimidating? You know, comparison is a normal human behavior, but why do some companies seem to grow so easy and others just seem to struggle to get past a certain point? There has to be an answer that makes sense. This is frustrating to think about, especially if you've tried to grow your business and can't seem to get past a certain point. Something always seems to get in the way. Running a business should not be so difficult and stressful. So what's the answer? Well, part of the answer is knowing the difference between a lifestyle business and a growth business. Full disclaimer, it is my opinion that 99% of all small businesses started off as a lifestyle business. This just makes sense. However, as a business owner, if one of your top priorities is to grow your business, you will have to change this mindset and learn to go from a lifestyle to a growth business. Otherwise, you will struggle to grow. So what is a lifestyle business? The primary goal of a lifestyle business is to provide income and cash flow so that you can enjoy a desired lifestyle, period, without sacrificing a work-life balance. These businesses generally aren't sustainable or scalable without the owner, which makes selling them a significant challenge. These firms depend heavily on the owner's skills, personality, energy, and contacts. Often their founders create them to exercise personal talent, achieve a flexible schedule, work with other family members, or to remain in a desired geographic area, or simply to express themselves. Without the founder's deep personal involvement, these businesses are likely to flounder. That's why professional investors are rarely involved with them. Lifestyle businesses can become growth businesses and be valued and sold apart from their founder owner. However, this is a difficult process because it requires significant changes. The business's key value drivers must be examined to determine how to enhance its value and make it sellable without the owner. This will alter the company's dynamics and the reasons the owner started it. It completely changes the culture. So, what is a growth business? A growth business exists to create value, which provides a reasonable income for the owners and other stakeholders. They may have professional management and often are wholly or partially owned by investors, families, or one or more individuals. While profits are important, increasing the growth and value of the business is the primary goal. This means cash and profits remain in the company to support its expansion, which reduces the money available to fund the owner's lifestyle. While these people still maintain a good quality of life, that's not the focus of the business. Their goal of creating value typically makes growth companies much more attractive to investors than lifestyle businesses. Some of these outside investors include angel investors, seed, and venture capital, as well as private equity. When the owners of a growth business contemplate a transition or sale, many potential options are open to them. They also have more opportunities to pass on the business to children, employees, etc. Why are these terms so important to know? Knowing the difference between the two categories will determine your potential for growth, because how you view your business will determine how you operate it and the monthly outcome. This is about mindset and motive. Essentially, your mindset and motive will determine what and how you invest into your business. It will determine how you operate the business daily, and it will have a direct correlation on the overall outcome, whether good or bad. Mindset and motive is one of the most critical factors in scaling a business. Let's look at the core principles and the business significance of each. For a lifestyle business, these businesses exist to create a job and lifestyle that is centered around the lifestyle of the owner. It's owner-operator, it's owner-dependent. They typically have unorganized financials. The books are done by the owner and not professionally done. It typically has unorganized processes. For example, no real sales process, no process for inventory management. Things are just kind of done how they're done because that's how they've been done. They have a low risk tolerance. They want to protect what they have because it's about protecting the lifestyle, and it has really nothing to do with the business. They're less likely to reinvest earnings. Those earnings usually go in the pocket, and they're less likely to innovate because it's too risky. They are resistant to scale. Now, this is tricky because they may not know they're resistant to scale, but remember, it all comes down to the mindset. If it's a family business, there's probably some nepotism and dysfunction. The business is second to the desires of the owner. And I want to say this one more time. The business is second to the desires of the owner. There's a big difference there. Now, for a growth business, these businesses are designed to optimize value creation for growth. The ultimate goal to one day sell or to pass on or have a liquidity event. They are professionally managed. They have organized processes and workflows that are independent of people. They have a higher risk tolerance. Earnings are reinvested. They embrace innovation. They have professionally managed finances and audited financials. They're healthier and more sustainable. They are designed to scale. The business is first over the lifestyle of the owner. And again, the business is first over the lifestyle of the ownership. It has been my experience that 90% of all small companies are at the core a lifestyle business. There are several reasons for this. The most common is a lack of skill. Many business owners start companies because they can solve a problem or provide value, but most don't understand how a business should actually work. There's typically a lack of knowledge in some critical area. For example, in finance, understanding cash flow versus P&L. When I started my company, I didn't understand the difference between cash flow and profit and loss. You'd be surprised at how many business owners do not analyze their own financial statements. They just look at the bank account or the revenue for the month. Often it is just a lack of organizational skills. There's also a tendency to have the bootstrap mentality, which is good, but that turns into, I will do it myself, or even worse, I have to do it myself. And that's a bad attitude to have in business. This promotes a lack of trust and isolation, which then perpetuates the do-it-yourself attitude and limits the business from getting professional help. So how do you go from operating a lifestyle business to a growth business? Plain and simple, know who you are today and what you want. You have to know how you are currently operating your business. You might think you're a growth business, but you're actually operating it more like a lifestyle business. You have to figure that out. There's a lot to unpack here, but to truly go from a lifestyle to a growth business is a heavy lift, but it is possible. The number one thing that needs to change is your perception of you and your business. You are not the business. It is two separate entities that need to be treated as such. This is where you have to start. So, how do you go from a lifestyle mindset to a growth mindset? Ask yourself 3 simple questions and be honest. Be as honest as you can be. Don't let reality keep you from dreaming big either. So question number 1, What do you want for your company in 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? Question number 2, why do you want this? What is the value driver behind why you want this? This is where you will need to be honest with yourself. There has been many business owners who have proclaimed the desire to scale, but the path to get there was very uncomfortable. Is it money? Is it accomplishment? Why do you want this? And then question number 3, how do you intend to get there? This may be the hardest question, but what you write down is the beginning to accomplishing your goals. Write down what you think it will take. This is a great starting point. For example, it may be to learn about developing strategy, or maybe you're good at strategy but lack the skills or awareness to get there. Whatever it is, write it down how you want to accomplish the goal, then build a step-by-step plan to execute this. Start with the 1-year goal. Once you have this down, then you will have the template to move on to the 5 and 10-year goal. Here's a practical example. Let's say that your 1-year goal is to increase sales by 30%. Okay, why do you want this? What is the motive? Well, it might be just to hit the $1 million mark. That's great. So how do you intend to get there? And remember, this is about execution. This is where the rubber meets the road. You might determine that you need to hire 1 new salesperson to meet that goal. If that is the case, then you're going to need to create a job description with a role, responsibility, and KPIs. You'll need to develop an onboarding and training program for this new role. You will need to develop a timeline of acceptable performance and return on investment for this new role. Do you see? It's not just about throwing a goal out there. You have to actually execute. All right. This is a step-by-step plan that can be accomplished in a week if you focus on it. This is all about taking the time to create a step-by-step action plan that has responsibility and accountability attached to it. A step-by-step plan is also building infrastructure to build upon, and you're setting yourself up and the whole process for success. In this example, you're not just throwing a body at the goal. You're actually creating a process that you can use again in the future. If you rush it and don't put time and thought into it, it's not going to be successful. There are some challenges to be aware of. Challenge number 1 for any business owner is just simply being honest with yourself. What is holding you back from making your business better? Are you the choke point? More than likely, this is a yes. And if yes, do you want to change it? Are you willing to change it? Do you need to get better organized? Do you need to get better at financial management? Do you need to understand cash flow better? Do you need to hire 1 person? Challenge number 2, not knowing where to start. Break it down and keep it simple. You can start with 1 simple thing. It's easy to get overwhelmed, and that leads to paralysis. Challenge number 3, understanding value. What is most important to you? What is your definition of value in this moment for your business? We will discuss this topic in detail in later episodes. All right, let's recap. The primary goal for a lifestyle business is to provide income and cash flow so you can enjoy a desired lifestyle without sacrificing a work-life balance. The business comes second to your lifestyle. Now, a growth business exists to create value, which provides a reasonable income for the owners and other stakeholders. Its primary purpose is growth and value creation. The business comes first before the lifestyle of the owner. Why is this important? Knowing the difference will determine your potential for growth, because how you view your business will determine the outcome. So how do you execute? Plain and simple, know who you are and what you want. If you want something more out of your business, then it's up to you to get honest with yourself and determine what you want for the future of your business. Knowing the difference will give you the opportunity to change it and move forward with confidence. Knowing the difference will open the door to a tremendous business education and learning how to properly grow and scale a business. Knowing the difference will give you the opportunity to adapt and change your business and achieve the vision you have for your business. If this was helpful, please comment and offer suggestions and any other topics you'd like to analyze. Next episode, we will be discussing why so many businesses fail and how to avoid it. Thank you for watching, and thank you to Boost USA for sponsoring this episode. And remember, running a business should not be so complex and stressful.